Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense. All right, welcome back everyone to another episode of Through the Lens. We are the Unholy Trinity.
Yeah.
I'm here, Sun Dude. On my right, that's Patronus Gold.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's
you.
me. What's that? Hello.
And
Sorry,
on my far right, that's Patronus Gold.
I am not
Wait,
Patronus
shit,
Gold.
that's me. What?
Hell yeah. Zephyros, everyone.
Hello.
Yours truly. Today we are reviewing. Was this highly anticipated?
To me, it was. I always really looking.
Yeah.
I think I showed you guys the trailers.
Interesting film, R18+, so we got to enjoy some cool stuff. Yes. Also produced by Deborah Snyder and Wesley Collar alongside Zack Snyder. Screenplay by Zack Snyder, Jay Haddon and Joby Harold. Story by Zack Snyder. And it stars Dave Bautista, Ella Purnell, Omari Hardwick, Ana de la Guerra,
Lana Del
Teo
Rey.
Tio Rossi, Matthias, I'm gonna butcher this, Schweichgochner.
Hell yeah.
I'm good at names. Nora Anazeda, Hiroyuki Sanada, Tig
Hell yeah.
Notaro, Raul Castillo,
Master
Kuma
Miyagi.
Kere, I'm gonna butcher this one, Kureshi, Garrett Dillahunt, and much more people.
Full cast and crew.
Yes. Music done by Tom Holkenborg. Cinematography, Zack Snyder. Edited by Dodie Dawn. And that's a bunch of stuff.
Very nice.
Here we go. Synopsis. Following a zombie breakout in Las Vegas, a group of mercenaries take the ultimate gamble, venturing into the quarantine zone full of the greatest heist ever attempted. An interesting idea for a movie. What were your first impressions?
For me, I think this is a great zombie action movie in all the best ways, all the gory, violent action sequences, all the cool stuff there. I think the premise for the film is fucking great. Such a creative idea, a heist in the middle of an apocalypse. I haven't seen that before, at least that I know of. That's fucking genius, to be honest. Unfortunately, the writing for this is absolutely dog shit, in my opinion, and yeah. But I think it's a good movie. Yeah.
Bang.
What do you
So I thought this movie was quite, I guess, unique in its premise as well. You know, zombie heist. But I guess it was still somewhat enjoyable for me. But I would agree that the writing is on the lower half of the spectrum there. But overall, the movie is kind of fun. Almost video gamey. I'd say like Dead Rising or Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was okay. Yeah.
Actually, I most the same things, but I can't speak for the writing. Which is why we're gonna get into the meat of this episode now. Talk about the acting.
Right.
As always, Dave Bautista bringing out the juice.
The Jews.
Yes. That's what it sounded like to me as well.
Juice.
Okay,
Yes, the
Jews,
Jews.
Red fruit punch.
It really shows the depth of his acting, because he has to do a lot of emotional scenes as well as action in this, and he's really giving it his all. Oh yeah.
To be a big daddy. Yeah.
I think actually most the cast itself, they all kind of worked pretty well. Like, they're all pretty good actors, and I think they had good chemistry with each other as well.
Fun dynamics.
Oh, and I
Yeah.
love Hiroyuki Sanada, even though he's not in it much, but like, yeah.
Who you thought was in that one movie?
I thought he was in the Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't the.
Was something, but you mistook him for something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay. So my interesting fact Sonny, could you give me the name of the actors who played the pilot?
See full cast and crew. Come on, give me the juice. Tig Notaro, I believe.
All right. Well, interesting fact. The entire movie was shot, right? I mean, obviously, yes, it was shot.
Yes, it was.
But she wasn't playing the pilot. So this guy, this
Oh.
comedian dude who was playing the pilot, he got like cancelled or some shit. I don't know. He did some dodgy shit. And he was pulled from the movie. So every scene that she's in, she's completely green screened on. Like,
Wow.
would you have noticed that? Like, seriously?
Well, the dialogue seems to
No.
fit. I don't know.
Yeah. But they would. I think they used like a bit of ADR or something to make some of the dialogue. They just had to change like she to he. I mean, he to he, and stuff like that. But
Right.
that's done like really, really well.
Yeah.
Does that just blow your mind?
Well, it's like,
Well,
yeah, that's cool, man. But
yeah.
like, cancel culture, man.
There might have been a reasonable. I don't know the whole controversy.
Yeah.
I know Zach's decision and Zach's director. Like, yeah.
But cool, good job for that.
All right. That it for acting?
Yep.
Cool. Writing. Big part. Big issues.
I want to talk more in spoilers, but I'll give my general thoughts on writing. All right. First of all, I think the pacing in this film is not good. I think it has a pretty strong start. Then it kind of dies for like a long period of time. The movie is over 2 hours, by the way, so it's really long. It kind of goes downhill a bit, and then it kind of picks up again when they're like in the actual zombie zone. That's all fun. And I found the ending to be pretty shit, to be honest, from a writing standpoint. I think there's a bunch of choices that Zach makes here, lots of subplots, lots of character dynamics that just don't really work, and motivations are kind of stupid as well in the movie. There's a lot of big things for spoilers that I don't like. Also, dialogue in this movie is kind of questionable. I don't know if any of you guys know that, but I thought some of the dialogue felt a bit off.
Which one specifically?
Also, I think the characters, or like, the characters are kind of weird because they feel a bit like overblown stereotype.
That's why it's video gamey.
Yeah, it's very video
Yeah.
gamey, but I don't think it translates well enough in the film. It works to some extent sometimes, but like overall, kind of. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
general thought.
All right. Anything to add?
Yeah, I'd say storyline wise, it's sort of alright, pretty good. And then went stagnant in the middle when they were doing shit, I guess. But then I guess the resolution was a bit weird and stuff,
Yeah,
and it wasn't really satisfactory or even
I agree.
concluding. It did not give a solid conclusion. But yeah.
Cool. All right, we'll move on now. Cinematography. Pretty good. Zack Snyder as well.
Zack Snyder, mate. You got your slow-mo stuff. You got your lots of depth of field stuff. I think it was shot really well. I don't have any problems with the way it was shot. So I don't know if you can hear, but my siblings are blasting.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Good. All right. Nothing else to add from my end. Move on now to one of the highlights of this one, the visuals and the editing.
Yeah.
Good, right? Oh, well.
Pretty nice.
Visuals are pretty great. Yeah.
Zombies
CGI
look
also
good.
really well. So yes, the makeup and shit they did for the zombies, very well done. You can tell it's not just CG, there's a lot of practical stuff in here too, which is really cool. even like blood and gore and stuff. They did like I'm pretty sure they did practical effects for a lot of that. Well, like it. Very. I think it's a very good looking. It's like the Justice League, but in the aspect ratio you want, huh?
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. And we'll like forewarn for the spoiler zone. There is one major error that we'll talk about later. Alright. Anything others?
Well, I'd like to just quickly clarify the editing and visuals. Like the visuals and the action of this movie is like top notch. That's why I think it's a
The
good
best
movie. Like
thing about it.
if I was making it purely on writing, it would be dog shit. But I'm saying like this is actually a good movie and it's purely carried by the zombie action. Completely style over substance. This film.
Yep. Alright, moving on. Audio/music. Which standard?
I think it worked, yeah.
He does his he plays like the big tracks over stuff, you know, when they're doing like montages like that. What do you think?
Yeah.
They're
Did
good.
they have
Very
any
classic.
standard track? I don't remember.
They had the zombie track, the by the
Oh, zombie.
Cranberry.
That's the ending track, though.
Zombie.
But to me,
We don't
that's
wanna
just
get
funny
copyrighted.
because the
Yeah.
big theme.
Of course, it's a zombie movie. Has to have that.
Cool. I'll play an even bigger meme. Spoiler zone.
Yeah.
Timestamp on the screen, and we'll get into some spoilers.
Wow.
Take it away, Jack.
Oh shit! I'm starting. I'll just quickly
Security.
point out the one
Tigre.
editing mistake that
La
was
Tigre.
pointed out. Do you remember the part? It has to do with security, man. When they're going up on, he's like they're climbing out of this like vent thing on the roof.
Yo, he venting.
Yeah, when they're venting, right? And he like traps them, right?
Yeah.
He teleports to the ground level.
Well, they,
That's where you get
everyone else
Tiger.
also teleports to the ground level.
No, they're up with the thing, right?
They vent and then they came out in the lobby.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird. They kind of all just, I don't know, they teleport.
They just cut that bit out of
They go
walking.
to the roof. How do they get back? Like,
Because they're in the
yeah, so that
basement,
might-
man.
No,
Remember, they're in the vault.
No, because he says his plan is to kill the helicopter lady and fly away.
But
That's
he
what
went
he's
to the
going
lobby
for.
and then went out for some reason. Yeah, that's weird, eh?
That's kind of a,
Huh.
yeah.
Right?
I think I remember seeing another editing mistake, like a plot hole or something. But I don't remember what it is now. I remember the feeling of seeing something like that. I don't know.
It's just some like teleportation. It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And as you said, it doesn't really match his motives.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he just suddenly went out of the lobby to open a bag. Oh, he just
Yeah.
went out so he can be eaten by the tiger, man.
Yeah.
By the way, that
That
scene
tiger
was
was
so fucking satisfying.
Yeah.
That the tiger kills him. Great scene. Good job, Zach. That was great.
Now to open a can of worms, bad writing moments.
How about we'll go plot point by plot point through the film from my
Alright.
memory. Let's start off with how the zombie apocalypse starts. The great scene. This guy is getting head on the road, and then he crashes into the military convoy. Also, nobody's looking at the road. They're not looking at the road. The military's not looking at the road. Also, that's why I noticed the dialogue was really weird with the military guys. I don't know. Everything.
What were they
seems like
talking
so-
about? They were talking about aliens? I forgot.
Yeah, they're like trying to give like kind of
Oh, they're like,
expositionary.
oh, what's in the box? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Roddy
yes.
Rich all along.
And then they crash the car, but the car for some reason it like completely explodes and everything just explodes. And
Maybe they had
zombie
like a nice supply of propane in the front trunk.
Fun.
because Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, Vegas. Lights, camera, action.
Yeah, and that
No
kind
way
of
that's Hollywood.
it really sets up the entire film, that opening action sequence, because you can see how shit the writing is, but how good the movie looks and the action with the zombie and stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, there's another point which is kind of weird there, but I can't remember.
Zombie.
I mean, it's like that's a whole weird thing. Like, why would they be having a zombie on middle of Vegas in a convoy, and then not really equipped to handle it? Oh, and a bunch of military
Because
personnel
they
don't know how to
didn't
get it.
predict that someone's getting head on the road.
Speaking of heads, they don't get a headshot on the zombie for some reason, and they're like, "Oh, military people."
The fair zombie.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's fine. That's fine.
So stormtroopers all along have been a comment on U.S. soldiers.
Yeah, exactly.
Fun.
Yeah. Then we get one of my favorite parts of the movie, that opening montage, where Vegas essentially just like fucking dies. Zombies over on Vegas. Yeah. The zombie Elvis. You also get kind of introduced to all the characters with Zach's signature slow-mo, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Then we get to the part where I think the movie kind of like the movie's kind of like up here, and then it just kind of like starts going down, which is when they kind of get into the characters and stuff. How do we start this part? You get to introduce Dave Bautista. He has a complicated relationship with his daughter, which is something that's really strange in the movie. Like, imagine you were a father and stuff. Why would you let your daughter go on the mission?
Because she said she wanted to.
And do you remember the daughter's motivation for why she wants to go on the mission?
I want to find mommy.
That one lady, he's in the movie for like 2 minutes, just disappeared. And by the way, she doesn't even make it out alive. So like, there was literally no point.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, she just felt compelled to do that.
No, she
and
did
it's
though.
purely for the reasons that they kind of like.
Wait.
Huh?
Didn't she go up to the helicopter?
No,
with
she
them?
dies. Remember when Dave Bautista,
And then the helicopter dies.
yeah, when Dave Bautista's dying at the end, he's like, take this money and give it to the kids. Remember that?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, yeah, that was kind of a waste of time. There's also that weird, I don't know, tension to do with like the mother or something, because he had to kill the mother, and like, it seems like they were establishing some like tension because of that, right? And then the scene later in the
like
film,
a one-sided thing with the Batista, right? He's like, oh, you hate me because I killed my... And then she's like, nah.
and then she's like, nah. It's just like, sure, fine. We get introduced to that lady. I don't remember any characters' names in this film, so I don't.
Actually,
you know that lady. I guess the love interest.
Oh, love interest lady.
Okay, I'm gonna be jumping like back and forth in this review, but then let's go to the bit where that's another thing that's really written badly in the film is character deaths. Let's just make a blanket statement. Everybody dies except the daughter. Nobody survives this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget
Oh,
Van.
I remembered my point. Sorry,
Oh,
this is
yeah,
something to do with. Okay. No, Van dies. He
But
becomes a
he
zombie.
was alive
He
for
didn't
a
die
minute.
in the movie.
No, he does. He dies when he's in the airport.
But are you really
becomes-
dead
he's
if
still
you just
alive.
transform into a zombie?
It's
Not a zombie
I mean,
yet.
well,
Because he
is
did
heavily
not
implied
die.
that
He
He
just
will
kind
die.
of becomes a zombie. That's
There we go. He will die. That's the-
Yeah.
just like
But,
us. We will eventually die.
Point being, ending's kind of stupid because nobody really makes it out except for the girl. Oh yeah, I was going to make the point. That opening sequence with the thing, it kind of sets, because it's kind of stupid how the zombie gets released, right? So you kind of go in thinking, oh, this is going to be like one of those, it's going to be like a B movie, right? It's going to be not B movie as in DreamWorks movie, I just mean like the letter B.
The
B
B
grade
movie.
you kind of go in going like, oh, it's gonna be some like silly but fun movie, but then like from that point on, it kind of takes itself way too seriously. It has some light-hearted jokes and stuff, but like especially in contrast with the ending of the film. That's why the ending of the film is kind of stupid, because everyone dies and it's meant to be really depressing and shit, and that kind of clashes with the campy Tony's kind of trying to establish at the start, and the whole film is kind of tonally inconsistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
so.
Oh yeah. So back to the saying character deaths. That lady. Oh, the best moment in the film, and where she's like, oh, the daughters run away to do her stupid side quests.
She gets necked.
And then Dave Bautista is like, oh, I'm gonna go get her. And then she's like, don't you get it? I came all this way for you because I love you. And then he's kind of just like, oh yeah, okay, we'll do this together. Elevator door opens.
And then she
just
gets necked
in like a few seconds.
That's wonderful.
Wow, very cool.
Wow.
Very cool.
Easy voice.
Mr. Lamb would have loved that.
Yeah. Who else do we meet? Then we meet we meet the
German
Japanese dude, right?
Yes.
Who establishes like what the mission is. And okay, this is another big weird, really weird thing. He could have just been like, hey guys, go get the head of the zombie, bring it back to me. Mission done.
No, he needs distraction, bro, because
They don't
he's
get
working with the
anything in
US
return.
military and they don't want to arise suspicion.
Insurance money, right? He could still pay them. He's a businessman. He wasn't after the money. The point never was for them to get any money.
Yeah.
But they established that later in the film, right?
But then he puts in one of his own men so he can keep his own money and just get ahead, along with his own money, so he doesn't have to give.
No. They're not meant to make it out. No, none of them are meant to make it out alive, except for his own man.
Security man.
So the entire
If they're not allowed to make it out alive, it's because they're not allowed to get the information about getting ahead.
But like at the same time, these people are like purely motivated by money. They don't give a shit. They're just going to get paid. So it's like they're just like, bring me the head.
No, because it's confidential. US
I think
Navy
they just don't want to.
shit. Yeah.
Arguably, he doesn't want to risk
US
anything.
Navy shit. It's the businessman. He's trying to sell it to the
Yeah,
US.
arguably, he doesn't want to risk anything.
Well, because he's working with them, so Navy people like, we need not a distraction, more like, what do you call it? It is a distraction, basically. So like, something to cover up the damn head thing.
But like, none of them people would care. It's just like at the very start of the film.
They would, because it's a movie.
I mean, they're not that morally like great.
So how do you know if they don't care? You didn't write the show.
Well, when you come into like that very first scene, right? When they're like in the zombie place, right? And then they come face to face with the witch. They could have just killed her and then taken the head and just left. And then I don't know if they wanted money or something, you just give them money. Doesn't really matter.
Well, security man.
But then they went through an entire complicated process of having to actually like rob the place and stuff. Could have just done something simpler.
Well, that wouldn't make a good movie, would it?
I mean, yeah, that's not the point. The point is to pick apart the writing.
Yeah,
Not
but
whether like the movie would have. Yeah.
There's a logical explanation
Japanese
for
man.
shitting on the writing and against shitting on the writing here.
Who do we meet next? Oh, I guess we meet the agent dude as well, right?
Who's the Asian dude?
Agent dude.
Agent Smith.
And he works for the
security
Japanese
man.
Yeah. He's
Susibaka.
he's a really stupid. I don't understand this. He clearly betrays them at one point and locks the lady in the room.
Yeah, everyone forgets
like,
about that.
Everyone's like, yeah, you did that. They're literally like, stop lying to us, and we know you did that. And they're just like, okay, we can be friends now. And she dies, by the way. She died, and they just don't care.
Oh, there was just the one dude, the
Mm.
gamer dude. There's like, oh, why you lock her in? And then she went out.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Also, that
I guess
reminds
he
me.
believed that
That
she was not locked in.
that lady dueling the pistols. There's a throwaway line when she's introduced where she's like, "Oh, I've never killed anything before," and she's like the
Ah.
most badass character in the entire movie. Like, actually think about it. She's the one who actually does the most shit and like cool shit. You
Guess so.
know. German safecracker dude's in it. He's pretty funny. He's a yeah.
He's the comedy
pretty-
man.
Yeah.
Also the sacrifice.
Yeah. That was sad.
That was that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I personally didn't really care about any of the characters, but like, sure, I guess.
Well, he was the only one I cared about.
Um,
Because he's funny German.
I guess. There's a gamer dude. Yeah, that we mentioned before. He streams on YouTube. His zombie kills. Very cool. 'Cause I guess that's what society comes to after the zombie apocalypse. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
He dies to. How does he die again?
For money.
He dies
No,
for
he's
money.
Just too many zombies on top of him. In the casino, mate.
Sorry, a YouTube streamer guy was also the
He's the
Hispanic
Mexican.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He let off like a bunch of grenades while all the zombies were piling on him.
Yeah.
Probably the only good death in the film, to be honest.
Mm.
It actually served the
Well, when the dual wielding lady died, she died in an
She didn't
explosion.
need to die though. They have a really long moment where she's kind of just like,
That's right.
and then he's
The
like,
dude could have
but-
helped her, but he didn't.
he could have, and he doesn't, because nobody cares in this movie. Like literally nobody cares.
Yeah.
There's probably other more important characters as well. There's Van's in it.
Leave the
She was
van,
kind of
bro.
funny. I think he had good chemistry with the German dude.
Get that.
Yeah. All right. Fast forwarding a bit. They get. Oh yeah, the fucking dude from the camp comes as well. The rapist.
Luke Cage, man.
He also got a great death. Well, death. I mean, he became an alpha though, but like, yeah, he got a pretty good death because he's a fucking bitch.
Because rapists get good death.
All right. So
Good
expanding on that.
Deserved deaths.
Yeah.
Rewarding deaths.
Yeah.
For the viewers.
Yeah.
Don't cancel us.
Cancel death.
What did I do?
Nothing.
Okay, another cool thing that I liked. This is actually pretty good writing, except yeah, this is actually pretty good writing. They have like a zombie hierarchy, and that's pretty cool. You get to see how stuff works.
That's how tribes work,
So
mate.
one of the weird things in this movie, they tried to do like a subplot involving a fetus, like the queen lady was like pregnant.
That's the whole reason why
what
the
the-
main dude's very angry.
yeah,
Oh, my
I-
fetus, bro.
But doesn't this make you wonder? How did she get pregnant?
Because he has zombie
Zombie
cock,
sperm.
mate.
But don't she need like how the zombies like how
Like monkeys.
no? But
Have you seen Dog?
would a zombie be able to get hard though? Like think about that.
Why not? He still has blood in him.
I guess.
And he has actually zombies are stronger than humans, so they should have stronger muscles and veins to transport that blood, mate. They're
Oh.
even harder, mate.
All right. Anyway, there's implied zombie sex in this movie. Nice, Mr. Snyder.
Very cool.
Or maybe the lady was already pregnant, and then the baby became a zombie with her.
I don't know. Let's just say zombie baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
Tiger zombie.
Yeah. There's a tiger zombie. That's really cool. Yeah.
Or even a rat zombie.
There was rat zombie.
Why they're not rat zombies?
Oh yeah, we were talking about rat zombies.
I don't think any zombie in the right mind wants to bite a rat.
Yeah.
Then why would they bite a tiger?
Big and cool.
Yeah, it's
No,
it's
very
Mike
hungry.
Tyson tiger from
Yeah.
The Hangover. All right, fast forwarding a bit. Oh, okay. Here's another really stupid thing: the nuke. Gio, I know you had a problem with that, from what I remember. You want to talk about what was wrong with the nuke thing?
Right. They could have not used the nuke
Yeah,
and just bombed the drone strike it.
like they did in the opening montage of the film, but they kind of just
Yeah.
forgot about that. And
But I
instead,
guess a nuke would be just like, oh, just destroy everything in one blow.
Cost less, one less nuke to worry about.
yeah,
Well, actually, it'll make a bigger problem, but I guess it is
it
one
would,
less nuke
because
Yeah.
to worry
it
about.
implied that,
But
like,
nuclear fallout.
zombie rights act.
Yeah.
That was the controversy, right? Because zombies are humans too. Yeah.
Oh, was that the thing? I
That
think
was
it
why
was.
they couldn't keep the place. Yeah. Also, time works really weird because they're like, oh, we got like 9 minutes to get out. The nuke's about to come, and like it takes way longer than that because I
Movie
guess movie magic. Yeah. Another thing, there's like a kind of funny but weird thing to do with like the president. They're just like, oh, I want to launch on the 4th of July because it looks cool. I guess I don't know.
That's
That be like a criticism on Trump. I
Based.
assume.
Wait, was everything a criticism on Trump, mate? It's just the US
this is-
president.
I guess. Yeah. I think it was. Yeah.
Stop hating on Trump.
Also like commentary on like immigrants and stuff as well.
Because
The
they're
film.
in quarantine
Yeah.
and there's pedophile in
Yeah.
quarantine.
That was kind of strange. I guess fast forward to like the end of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Then everyone kind of just dies except for the daughter. Get out. And it was really Oh yeah, okay. Another really stupid bit was the bit where like the helicopter pilot was just like, "Oh, I got a conscious." That was like really cliche. She comes back, and like, I don't know. That was kind of a weird moment. Very convenient. And then she like flies perfectly in like the point where the zombie can like leap and leap and leap and jump, like it's fucking Mirror's Edge.
Didn't they just jump
The
once?
zombie is the end protagonist.
Zombie is the protagonist. Dude gets bitten at the end, kind of dies. Because everyone had to fucking die for some reason. Like, come on, man.
Because they
If it's gonna be
didn't want a sequel, bro.
But there's a fucking sequel already on Netflix. Well,
But
it's a prequel, I guess. But like,
Yeah.
you know he's going to expand the franchise. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I don't know, just
In fact, it would probably
maybe thought it was fun.
Do you want to spin off or something with just the daughter?
No.
The daughter fighting exactly. The daughter's character was kind of fucking stupid, to be honest. I didn't really like her.
Yeah.
I like Dave.
Because she was
but I
being empathetic, and I'm not about that.
Yeah, and it was like stupidly optimistic. It was like
Yeah.
she went to a place full of zombies. Oh, but she might be alive. And especially when you add that layer of what she saw happen to her mother, would it do the opposite to her psychologically?
I guess it's like the dad man. It's like, oh, fuck, I'm zombie.
Yeah, so I don't fucking understand the writing choice there. That's kind of
Because
stupid.
she has a stronger sense of father issues than the zombie.
Daddy issues triumph
Yeah.
over the zombie. Yes. Van makes. Oh yes, Van. I'm so fucking stupid. Van emerges in the radioactive waste, and he's fine because it's fine, I guess.
'Cause he's a zombie.
And
What
then he
if
goes
the
up.
zombie survives because they're
Oh,
nuclear?
another missed opportunity. Don't you think like it would have been great if he had a confrontation? Like he sees the private jet, he gets the private jet, and the Japanese dude was there, and then he could have been like, "Hey, you fucked us over." But that actual Japanese dude stuff kind of doesn't really get resolved.
Yeah, it doesn't. Because they all died.
Yeah, because they all died. It was, what are we, some kind of suicide squad?
Yeah, I think they said that.
No, I said that during the film.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
They said something about dying. But yeah.
Yeah, they voted. Anyway, and then he turns into a zombie at the end because, and then zombie plays.
Zombie
Yeah.
song.
And that's kind of the movie, right?
Okay.
Funny
I know it's the beginning of the movie, but I gotta like, I'm clearly saying like right here, the writing is pretty like really bad, but the visuals, the actions, set pieces, stuff like that is really good. Yes.
All right. Now move on to final verdict.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Final verdict starting as always on the far right. Theo, take it away.
Good action, good. It look cool. Nice effects, nice visual, nice makeup. Kind of a fun movie, but story kind of all over the place. But I think it's still worth a watch. So I'm giving it like a 6 out of 10.
Dang. Yeah, like I said before, writing is bad. It's really bad, but I really did enjoy a decent amount of the movie. It definitely could have trimmed down a lot of it, but still worth a watch to me, in my opinion. And I'm feeling like a 7.5 on this one.
All right. 7 for a combined average of like 7 point something, 7.1.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Or 6. No wait. Yes. Tripping. I'm actually tripping. 6.9 or something. We'll go 6.9. I like 6.
Yeah, why not?
6.9
Close enough.
out of
6.9.
10.
Yeah. Zombie.
6.9 for zombie sex.
Hell
Alright.
yeah.
Make sure to hit like if you like zombie sex.
Oh no.
Subscribe for more zombie sex. Comment down below if you want to see some zombie sex. No, actually, don't do that.
Comment DM Sun Dude specific.
No thanks. In any case, that was an episode. That was
It
about the
was.
movie.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye bye.